Are you in a company of fools, or are you in the company of the wise? I'm asking you guys that question because I want you all to be very aware and intentional about the company you keep and who you hang around. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 20, it says, "A man who walks with the wise shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed." And that is a very deep scripture. And I don't think a lot of people understand how deep that is. And so you have to understand that the people you label as your friends and the company you keep is indeed a reflection of you. Now, there are some people, you all have friends, they don't have everything together. They are not perfect people because none of us are. We are constantly changing. We are constantly growing. We are constantly evolving. And so certain things about us that are rough around the edges, it takes a little bit more time for God to burn some things out of us. It takes a little bit more time for us to become more mature. It takes a little bit more time for some of us to just overall have a particular attitude, an attitude that is a good attitude and not being problematic. Now, what I want you all to also realize is that that particular family member that you hang with who is volatile, they are argumentative, confusion and drama surrounds them, you need to be aware of if that is someone that you want to continue to hang around. Although you should love your family, you should be supportive of them, and you should be there for them if they need you, the truth of the matter is that certain family members who always are surrounded by conflict and drama, you need to avoid them and you need to remove them from your circle. There are some of you all, you have a particular friend, and that friend, when you go out with them or when you hang out with them, it is always a fight that breaks out. There is always some type of argument that breaks out, or it is always some type of confusion around that friend. And for those of you who don't claim someone as a friend, you may just have what they call acquaintances. And these are people that know you. You might talk to them every now and then, and they come in contact with you periodically, but you don't really put them in the category as a friend or somebody that's that important. You might know them from your neighborhood or through another mutual friend or just around the way somewhere, and they're kind of cool. But that acquaintance could very well be a foolish person. So in my video message today, I am asking you again, are you in the company of a fool? Are you literally the companion of a fool? Or are you walking with people who are wise? Because let me tell you, when you walk with people who are wise, your life changes for the better. Your situation changes for the better. You become more aware of what is going on around you, and you are always coming up with resolutions and solutions for conflicts or for confusion or for situations where other people who are around you, they don't necessarily have the answer, or they don't know what direction to go in to clear something up. When you walk with wise people, you are more at peace. You are more stable. Even though you may feel like, you know what, I'm bored. I need some action. Believe it or not, there are people out here who are like this. They feel like in order to have fun and be happy, they intentionally go and hang out with people who are looked at as the life of the party. They are looked at the people or the person that's popular. They are looked at as the person that's the man or the woman in the neighborhood. Everybody know them. Their name circulates around. Soon as their name come up, everybody be like, oh, I know her, I know him. But what people don't really talk about is that particular person that's well known or popular, they are a troublemaker. They are problematic. They are always in fights. Why are some of you all in the club repeatedly with that friend that you know switches up and changes their entire disposition and behavior once weed or alcohol gets in their system? You walk in the club with them and somebody looks at them wrong, they ready to fight. They asking them, who you looking at? They walking up on people. Some of you all, you hanging with that friend, you driving in a car with them, they get upset because somebody hops in front of them at the drive-thru, or somebody cuts them off in traffic, or someone is not letting them get over in the next lane, and they following them in the car. They hopping out the car. They walking up on other people in cars without thinking, without saying to themselves, you know what, I'm walking up on this person in a car. They can actually have a weapon, or they can have a gun in there. They may have tinted windows on a car and you only see your friend, they only see the driver, but it's 3 or 4 other people in the back of the car and they have weapons. And so if your friend walk up to their car because they mad at them for whatever reason, and they realize, oh, it's more than one person in the car, let me hurry up and go back to mine. But then the other people see them and they get out and they want to start blasting. Then you, as the innocent person, you are now in the middle of that. And I'm talking about these things because these type of things have happened to people in real life. This is why I want you all to go read that chapter in the book of Proverbs. You must be aware of the company that you keep. Destruction has come to people simply for hanging with the wrong people. I don't care how popular somebody is. I don't care how much they make you laugh. I don't care how much you love them or like them. If that person is a troublemaker, if that person is problematic, if that person is argumentative, if that person is always in conflict, if that person has beef with other people in that neighborhood, or as they call them, ops, and you're hanging around them at any moment, you need to understand, if your friend name is in a lot of mess in that neighborhood and that opposition comes after the friend, male or female, if you're around, they gonna come after you. Do you all know how many people have been unalived just because they were guilty by association? They have not even been the problematic person. They have not even been the argumentative or violent person. It was just that people knew that some of you hung with a particular person that was the troublemaker, that was the crap starter, that was the crap talker. And they figure, okay, I can't get to her or him, but he or she hangs with her or him. So to send a message to her or him, I'm going to come at the friend. I'm going to come at the cousin. I'm going to come at the mother. I'm going to come at the father. I'm going to come to the aunt. I'm going to come to the uncle. I'm going to come to their child, their son or their daughter. Watch who you out here hanging around. If you have a friend who is always coming to you with he said, she said, and a lot of drama and problems, but they can't never come to you with a resolution or a solution to make a situation better, then you probably need to rethink your communication and your connection to them. If you have a friend or a family member or an associate or acquaintance that you're hanging with, and every time you go to a party with them, or every time you go to the club with them, or every time you go to the mall with them, and the littlest thing that's said to them, or they can't get their way, they ready to fight. They calling people out their name. They walking up on people. And see, some people, their attitude is like this. Oh, I know my boys that's with me, I know my girls that's with me, they gonna ride for me. And so if I'm ready to fight, they gonna jump in. You are being a foolish person if you are conforming yourself to that type of mess. Because I'm sorry, I'm not about to hang around friends that I know are problematic. If we go out in public and I know that friend has a problem with drugs or alcohol, and they go out and as soon as they have a drink or they smoke, and somebody could just simply look at them and they don't like how they looked at them and they walking up on them ready to fight, I gotta cut you off. I'm not about to hang with those type of friends. I'm not about to be around those type of family members. Watch the company that you are keeping. Today, some of you all, and I'm especially talking to the Gen Zers, you all are going to have to cut some people off. I don't care if you are in college. I don't care if you've been rocking with this person since grammar school and now you about to graduate from high school. If that person has drama that surrounds them, if that person is always looking for conflict, if you got a friend that's always running off at their mouth, they don't know how to be quiet, they not humble enough to let small matters go, meaning, okay, you went to a party and somebody bumped into them, they don't know how to let that go, they ready to fight, they want to push them, they want to cuss them out. Oh, you went to the club with one of your friends and somebody accidentally spilled a drink on them. They ready to fight. They ready to turn up. A lot of you all, you going to have to cut some people off. This goes for my middle-aged and older people too. You can't keep hanging with your sister if your sister is problematic. You can't keep hanging around your brother or your brothers if they're problematic. I don't care how close you are. I don't care how much you love them. Today, some of you all, you're going to have to change your phone number. Yeah, it's getting that serious. You're literally going to have to change your phone number because there are too many people in your circle that you have surrounded yourself with. And when you do inventory and you look around, you've realized for a long time that every time you hang around that particular person, it's a fight. Or it's a conversation about a fight's going to happen. Or people in the neighborhood approaching you looking for that particular person. Or it's stuff happening to you. It's people chasing you down. It's people watching you. It's people threatening you. You're going to have to cut people off who is always doing foolish things. They look for trouble. They bother innocent people who are not saying anything to them or doing anything to them. Go back to the book of Proverbs. Read that book. Read Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20. You have got to watch who you hang around. And this is probably going to be difficult for some of you all because your whole personality and your behavior has been created, and even your attitude has been created and molded around the type of company you keep. But deep in your heart, that's not even the type of person that you really are. You have just gotten so used and immune to the BS and to the drama that your friend or family member or acquaintance or associate brings, you don't see how toxic it is. You want to know why it's people who don't like you and you've never done anything to them? Could it just possibly be because of the company that you keep? You got to know who your friends are. I'm not even saying that I know every single thing about the few friends that I have, but I know for the most part their character. I know their behavior. I know my friends don't come with drama. I know that I can trust and be comfortable with the fact when I go out in public with one of my friends, I know that if somebody look at us sideways, more than likely we gonna laugh it off. We just gonna, and we might not even show the other person or people that we laughing. We'll just be like, girl, whatever, and move on. And when we get in the car or whatever, when we talk later that night, we'll kind of snicker and laugh it off. We not trying to kick nothing off with nobody. We go out in public and we mind our business. Can some of you all who is viewing this video message honestly say that you are that type of man or woman? You have friends that are humble. You have friends that know how to speak when spoken to, or they know how to be quiet at the appropriate time, even when there is opposition, even when there is trouble on the rise. Can some of you all honestly say you have friends who come with resolutions and solutions to trouble, or they know how to de-escalate a situation? They know how to diffuse a situation. They can sense or discern danger on the rise, and they can tell you as a friend, you know what, sis? Come on, BFF, time to go. Time to go. Time to go home. Let me take you home. You know, do you have friends like that? Or do some of you all have friends when there's conflict and somebody look at you upside your head, or they say one little stupid thing to you? Do you all have friends that'll be like, sweetie, let it go. So what? Okay, she called you out of your name. She made a joke about your appearance. Come on, don't fight. Or do you have a friend that'd be like, oh, kick it off. Let's go. They about to F around and find out. Oh, we finna turn up. Let me call. And they pulling out their cell phone, calling other people. Full of drama. Some of you all, I can guarantee you, you have a cousin, a auntie, a uncle, a brother, a sister, a mother, or grandmother. Because I'm sorry, it's some ghetto grandmothers out here. It's some ghetto mothers. They always ready to fight. And some of you all are embarrassed, as you should be, because your mother is 40-something years old, and the littlest thing that said to her, she ready to turn up, she ready to fight. You get into it with one of your little friends, you 20, 21, 23 years old, and your 45, 47, 48-year-old mother, she coming up in your friend's face ready to fight her. Guys, when I tell you, you got to watch the company you keep. And if you have a mother or a father or an aunt or an uncle, and they are volatile and they are extremely immature and they are always in mess and looking for mess, you better really be on your face before God praying for them. You got to be the voice of reason. You got to be the peacemaker. God talks about peacemakers in the Bible and the blessings that he has for the peacemakers. Be the peacemaker. Be the de-escalator. Be the diffuser. Don't be the messy one. Don't be the one you get excited when somebody's about to fight. You ready to pull out your phone. You thrive off drama and mess. Don't be that friend. Don't be that family member. Don't be that associate or acquaintance. You better have very wise people around you that know how to say the right words, that will turn someone that they know is about their life and violent, but they can say some words to them that will totally bring them from a level 100 all the way down to a level 1 or 2, just with their words and how they talk to them. See, that's humility. That's growth. When you know how to talk to somebody to completely diffuse a situation. Y'all got to stop going out here always having a point to prove. You got to prove you know how to fight. You got to prove that you tough. I'm not saying don't defend yourself. If you out and you innocent and somebody walking up on you and they trying to fight you, okay, yeah. Because it's people out here who are unhinged. And they dealing with a lot. I'm not talking about those situations and scenarios. I'm talking about, again, before I end the video message, those of you, they like conflict. Or you are the type of person, you like fighting, you like conflict, you like drama. You like to pull out your phone. You love sensationalism. Hang with the wise. Hang with people that bring you peace. Hang with people that comes with solutions because you going through something difficult in your life. and you don't know how you're going to come out of it. You don't know how to fix it. And you have that friend that gives you great advice. They are the voice of reason. Hang with the friend that has a good attitude. They humble enough. They know that they not weak. They know that they not a punk. But at the same time, if they're faced with opposition, or they're faced with somebody that wants to fight them or turn up with them, they know how to be humble enough without having to prove who they are. They know how to be quiet. They know how to talk to a person that's aggressive or unhinged or volatile a certain way to diffuse that situation and bring peace. That's the video message. Well, guys, I gotta go because there are some other things I gotta do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have been offended by anything I talked about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.